Welcome to Yoga with Tansy. This is number 2 in the Yoga for Tennis Players series, a program designed to help you with your sport, reduce the chance of injury and keep your muscles resilient. Starting off, come to sitting with your soles of your feet together, knees wide, and then just lying down. And if it's too much, make fists, pop them up at the top of your thighs. And what we're hoping to do here is obviously we're stretching the hips, but at the same, and the adductors and groin at the same time. We want to get a few deep breaths and just bring the mind to the present moment. So watch your belly rise and fall for 5 breaths. And try to focus just on that. Think, now I inhale, now I exhale. Last one, get a good full inhale. Long, slow exhale. And then bringing both knees into the chest, a little rock side to side for the lower back. And then rocking all the way forward, coming to hands and knees. Take your hands a little bit further away, tuck your toes under, outer hips come high, coming into downward dog. And as you exhale, bend one knee and press into the opposite heel. Inhale there, and then taking it over to the other side. Inhale, exhale back to the first side. Carrying on with your own breath. Looking to stretch right down the back of the leg, through the hamstring into the calf. At the same time, we're strengthening the shoulders, lengthening the spine. And then from here, dropping your knees to the floor. Lower down on your front, arms behind you, and on the inhale, lift your head, lift your shoulders, and lift your legs. Locust pose. We do a lot of this one because during playing tennis, you're strengthening your abdominal muscles, so the front of the cylinder of the core, and you're not doing so much for the strength on the back. So we want to keep that balance with our off-court conditioning work. Last breath here. Taking the hands down, tuck the toes under, return to downward dog. And continue pedaling out the feet with your breath. At the same time, feel like you're taking your outer hips even higher. As you keep stretching right down the back of the legs. So just repeating that little sequence, knees down, bend your elbows to lower yourself down to the floor, arms by your sides, palms face in. Inhale, lifting into locust pose. And breathing here. Feel like you're really extending out through your toes, through your fingertips, lifting very broad across the collarbone. And then returning to downward dog. And for this one, let's find some stillness here. Pressing the floor away with the hands, weight distributed evenly from the base of the index finger across the base of the little finger. So make sure base of the index finger is pressing into the floor. You're light across your wrists. The weight is more there than in your wrists. And your hips are coming up, and it's as though you're pushing your stomach towards your thighs. And then dropping your knees to the floor. Come to sitting in any sort of position that's comfortable for you. While we work a little bit on warming up the shoulders. Taking your right hand behind you. Bring it right across as though you're going to reach the top of the left thigh. You don't need to, but just bring the arm along the way there. And take the other hand and hold the wrist. And then inhale, grow taller. And exhale again. Inhale, grow taller. And exhale. Starting to get the shoulder into internal rotation. So this, as we saw in the last Yoga for Tennis Players video, is something that we really need to work on in our off-court conditioning work, just to keep the range of motion available. Last breath here. So take a nice big inhale. And a long, slow exhale. And then clasp both hands behind you. Inhale, lift the hands, stretching right through the shoulders. And coming across to the other side. So this time you're taking your left hand, take it behind you and bring it right across as though it's going to take the top of your right thigh. And then use your right hand to hold onto the wrist. Just keep the arm there. And then inhale, grow taller. And exhale. Last inhale. Last exhale. And then again, clasp the hands behind. Push the hands up behind you. And then bringing the arms in front of you for some forearm and wrist work. Standing with your right hand, palm faces up, fingers face down, pull the fingers in towards you. Keeping the arms straight, keep lengthened up through the spine, keep sitting symmetrically. And so these are tennis specific stretches, just looking at keeping the muscles resilient in specific areas used for tennis players. And then top of the hand up, fingers point down, and push the fingers in towards you. If you're sitting cross-legged like I am, just swap the cross of your legs. We're trying to even out the asymmetries in the body. So take your other hand, palm face up, fingers point down, pull the fingers in. So if you always sit cross-legged one way through the yoga, we want to swap it over. And that's what we're doing with the tennis as well. So working out the asymmetries in the body caused by the fact that the tennis is a very asymmetrical sport. And finally, top of the hand, back of the hand on top, fingers point down, pull the fingers in. And we'll carry on with some more dynamic movement here. So coming into downward dog, only for a moment. Lift your right leg, swing it through. Inhale, up into crescent lunge. Exhale, the arms down. Straighten the front leg. And then re-bend it and watch the knee tracking in line with the second toe each time. We want to train the knee to always track in line with the second toe, which gives a nice alignment of the joints, strongest position for them to be in as you're playing your sport. Keeping the front knee bent, now bend and straighten the back leg. Good, and then bringing the back foot forward. Exhale, inhale the arms up, look up. Exhale, fold forward, hinge at the hips, little bend in the knees, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale all the way back up again, reach up. Exhale the arms back down. Keep the left foot forward, step back with your right leg. Inhale the arms up. Exhale them back down. Straighten the front leg and then bend it again. We're watching the knee each time. You do want to be very precise with this. Really make sure each time that the knee tracks in line with the second toe. You don't want to train it to be doing the wrong thing. So do watch it. And then back knee bends, back leg straightens. And this is for the hip flexor. You'll feel it. It's where the leg joins onto the body. Nice, and then back foot comes forward again. Exhale, inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way back up again. And exhale. Keep building some heat. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, long spine. Taking the hands down, step back into plank. Inhale here. Take your knees to the floor. Bend your arms to lower yourself down. Press tops of the feet into the floor. Curl up on the inhale with the head and the shoulders, pressing lightly into the hands. Active through the legs. Engage the quadriceps. Lift the kneecaps off the floor. And exhale, downward dog. On your next exhale, press into one heel. Inhale there. And then press into the other heel. And inhale there. And then walk, step or jump the feet in between the hands. Exhale. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale all the way up, reach up. And exhale. One more just to keep the heat building. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, long spine. Taking the hands down, step back into plank. Inhale in plank. Knees down, bend the elbows, lower down. Press tops of the feet into the floor. Strong legs, really driving the back bend. Inhale, engage lightly through the core, protecting the lower back. And exhale, downward dog. And then walking, stepping or jumping the feet in between the hands. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way back up again. And exhale. And then from here, looking at a fixed point for balance, standing on your right leg, lift the left. Bring the knees towards each other. Push your hips, bony protrusions of your hips forward slightly until you get a good stretch into the big muscle on the front of your left thigh. Keep looking at your fixed point for balance. Feel like you're standing squarely on the standing foot, so both edges of the feet in contact with the mat. Last breath here. And then keeping the top of the foot where it is, let go with the hands, pull the foot in. So that looks like this. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And swapping over to the other side. So we just add that hamstring strengthening on the end there. So we do a lot of stretching of the hamstrings. throughout the yoga class, and we want to make sure that the body's balanced with some strengthening work as well. So quadricep stretch on the other side. Make sure you're staying nice and long through the spine, relax through the shoulders. Last breath here. Nice big inhale. And exhale. And then letting go of the foot. Keep pulling it in towards you for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and take the foot down. And now move yourself to a wall. You just need a little bit of wall space. So that you can hold onto the wall. And then step back with one foot and push the heel towards the floor. This is a calf stretch. And then from here, swapping over. So the front foot comes back, back foot comes forward, pushing into the calves. If this is a particular area of tightness for you, particularly in kids who are growing, maybe this is a stretch you want to do more frequently yourself at home. And then bringing the back foot forward, returning to your mat. And staggering yourselves, bring your feet wide. Staggering yourself, so some people are more towards this side and some people are more towards that side if you've got a lot of people around you. And making a sensible choice here as to how far forward you want to fold. So maybe you come forward just slightly. And it might be that there's something you can put your hands on, like a coffee table or a chair. Or if you're comfortable going further forward, you can clasp your hands behind you, lift them high, and that may be the pose for you. Just coming to wherever you need to come to stretch out the adductors, the big muscles, the inside of the thighs. So we'll stay here for a couple of moments because the adductors are very big muscles and just need perhaps a little bit of time. Just easing into the stretch. Finish your exhale. Inhale, bring the torso back up. Exhale. Coming back to the top of your mat. Exhale here. Inhale the arms up. Fold forward on the exhale. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, taking the hands down, step back into plank. Inhale in plank. Dropping the knees lower down, tops of the feet press onto the floor. Inhale into cobra. Exhale into downward dog. And then dropping the knees to the floor. Come to sitting. Take your right leg out in front of you, left leg over the top. Right leg can stay as it is, especially if you have knee issues in that leg. Or the ankle can come in next to the opposite hip and you get a bit of a hip stretch as well. Inhale, grow taller. Exhale, rotate around towards your left. Elbow can hook over the knee. We're looking for rotation through the spine. And check that you're sitting on the two sitting bones, and from the belly button up, the spine is twisting around. If you know you've got more range of motion here, then continue to twist around. Coming back to center. Swapping over to the other leg. So it's your left leg straight, right leg is over the top, and the sole of the right foot is flat on your mat. This leg can stay straight, or you can bring the ankle in next to your right hip. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, twist around. You can use your arm there, but try to stay tall and try to control the twist through your core muscles. Coming back to center, and then lying down, lifting your right leg. If you do have a strap to hand, you can take it around the ball of the foot. Otherwise, hopefully, you can reach behind your thigh. So this is a little bit more stretching for the hamstrings and the hips. Feel like you're bringing your heel up towards the ceiling. Filming again for beautiful South Canterbury. It's a lovely part of the world. You can hear the bees and the birds. Changing this now into a hip stretch, so use your right hand just to support the leg as it goes out to the side. Keeping your left leg and left hip as it is so it doesn't roll across. Left big toes still pointing straight up. And then bringing the leg back up. Bend the bottom leg, sole of the foot to the floor, and take that right ankle to the left knee. Reach through behind the left thigh and pull that towards you, or behind the left shin, pull that towards you, keeping the feet flexed. So that means pull the toes back towards the shins, keeping the knees safe, so that the movement comes from the hip joint rather than from the knee talking in a weird way. And just taking a moment while you're here in this number 4 stretch to be grateful for how much your body lets you do, for the ability to play your sport. And then coming over to the other side. So right leg's long, left leg high, hands behind the left thigh, hopefully, or use some kind of strap or jersey or skipping rope or something to just basically extend your arms to where they need to come to. Extend the heel high, relax the shoulders, keep the face soft. And then taking your left hand to support the leg, open the leg out to the side. Another stretch for the hips. Bringing the leg back up. Bend your right leg, sole of the right foot to the floor, left ankle to right knee. Reach through behind the left thigh or shin. Keeping the feet flexed. Couple of breaths here. And then from here, we're going to bring both knees into the chest. Keep pulling the knees in, stretching out the lower back. A little bit of further care for the lower back, which is an area of sensitivity for a lot of tennis players. Taking the soles of the feet to the floor, carrying on that work for the lower back, windscreen wipering the legs side to side. So you're just dropping the knees to each side. And then stretching the legs out, one and then the other, so that you're lying flat on your mat. And this is for your mental training now. Taking 10 breaths, focusing on nothing but the breathing. Just training the mind to be able to come into the present moment and stay there. We do that by watching the breath. So keep watching each inhale and each exhale. When you've had your 10 breaths, rolling onto your side, pushing yourself up to sitting. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.